Kayla Gustafson and Lux High Point here. So I have a real estate story for you. This one is about a missing radon system. And the question that I'll ask you first is this. Does your agent read every line of the seller's disclosure and the inspection report? Let me tell you why this is super important to read both of these documents line by line and next to each other. So last week, I was on my annual vacation to Mexico with my family. Many of you know that I work while I'm there since, there's no rest for the wicked and all. Anyway, I was up really early working, like 5 a.m. early, because I hadn't yet adjusted to the time difference, and I got a message from a family member about a home they were under contract on in a totally different part of the state. They basically asked if I could consult on the inspection report and give it my blessing. I, of course, pulled up the listing, read all the supplemental info, including the seller's disclosure, line by line, and then read through the inspection report same way. Pretty clean report, but I noticed one discrepancy. The seller said in the disclosure that they had a radon system, but in the fine print of the inspection report, really small at the bottom, the inspector noted that he couldn't find a radon system. The buyers had not originally ordered a radon test with their inspection, and there was living space in the basement. So I pointed this out and suggested they get a radon test to confirm whether there was an issue to worry about here, as well as ask the sellers if the disclosure was correct. The sellers were adamant that they had a system, but of course couldn't find it. The radon test came back almost twice the acceptable limit, indicating that the system was either not working or, in fact, there wasn't actually a system. Now, a radon system isn't the most expensive item to add to a new home, but it's a few $1,000s, which to these first-time buyers made a huge difference. Luckily, with that information, they were able to negotiate to have the sellers put in a system before closing, saving them not only radon exposure, but precious cash. Having an agent that knows what to look for and then looks for it is irreplaceable. I urge you always to work with the best. Even if you think you're too far away, you're absolutely not. And experience always matters more than distance.